obese. If that's not enough to shock you, how many of you guys go to McDonald's? Probably everybody, sometimes. That one hamburger patty you ate probably has meat from 100 different cows in it. Think about that, 100 cows in one little hamburger patty. That's not enough. 50% of restaurants, when you go get a fountain drink, there's fecal bacteria coming into your drink from that dispenser. It's pretty gross. And if that still is not enough, how about the average chicken nugget only has 50% real chicken in it? And what's the other stuff in there? Who knows, but I'm sure it's not good for you. So why am I credible to talk to you guys about this subject? I've been bodybuilding for about 11 years now. I'm avid into it. I've trained and cut down for 2 shows. Usually I'll cut 50 pounds in 3 months, around there. I've trained a couple friends. My one friend just did a show 2 months ago. I did his whole diet plan for him, his training regimen, cardio, all that kind of stuff. So diet, proper nutrition is something I deal with pretty much on a daily basis. So what we're going to cover today is the obesity epidemic. How did we get to where we are? And we're also going to cover some health conscious options, some ways that you can change this lifestyle, and then finally, the personal benefits to you. So how do we get here? The children. We target the children, right? McDonald's, Happy Meals, Burger King, whatever their thing is to give you the little toys. All these famous fast food restaurants target your kids or other kids from a very young age. They load up their products with sugar to get the kids hooked on them. If you look at it, the facts say that less than 1% of kids' meals, even though they're putting apple slices and everything else in them today, still have not met the required nutritional standards that you should have as a growing child. Happy Meal ads increased 63% recently to 31 million ads a month go across some kind of network to your kids. And then in 2012, a study showed that one preschooler will see 2-point ads per day somewhere, whether it's a box of cereal, on the TV, over the radio, whatever it may be, advertising fast food. Coming home saying, Mommy and Daddy, I want that McDonald's right there. I want that. Spending. 1970, we only spent about $6 billion. We say only as a light term, but if you look at how the trend is going, today we spend $200 billion on fast food alone. It's a lot of money. That's just American people, $200 billion. If you look at the chart, it's just growing. The red is just growing. That's fast food. Back here, way back in the day, people cooked. They ate wholesome meals at home. They ate off the farm. Now, more and more people are eating out. Millennials, which is the younger generation, they are currently spending 44% of all their dollars put away for food on some kind of eating out. No one's cooking anymore. So how do you change it? Simple guidelines, right? We all know it. Greens, veggies. Most people don't like veggies, but they're good for you. We need to eat your greens, and not just greens. You need to eat all your vegetables. But if I had to focus on a vegetable, dark leafy greens. Corn, just going to go right through you. You're not going to get any nutritional benefit. Regular lettuce, iceberg lettuce, is just water. What's that really doing for you? Some other guidelines, fiber-rich whole grains. That doesn't mean white hot dog buns and white hamburger buns. That means wheat bread, oatmeal, wheat pastas, stuff that doesn't have a lot of gluten in it. Fat-free dairy products. Don't go buy whole milk, buy skim milk. I know it's not as thick and good. Buy skim milk. If you can't do skim milk, at least buy 2% over whole milk. Same with yogurts, any other kind of dairy stuff. Lower sodium choices. Everything you see out there comes pretty much with a low sodium option. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, you can find low sodium hot sauce, you can find low sodium mustard. It doesn't really matter what it is. Something comes in a low sodium option. Water, water, water. We all know how important water is. Drink your water. It'll save your life someday. And finally, poultry and fish. Red meat has been shown to be bad for your heart. I'm a steak eater. I'm not going to say never have a steak. But don't go out there and pound 80-20 ground beef every single day of your life. It's just not good for you. Foods to avoid. Heavy trans fats. Beverages with added sugars. Stop drinking your Cokes 5 times a day. Or Pepsi, or even iced tea with all the sugar in it. Get on sweetened tea. Heavy alcohol consumption. That doesn't mean you can't have a beer. That means don't go home and drink a 12-pack every night of your life. Your life is that stressful, you probably need a different presentation. Processed foods. Chips, even granola bars. If you look at a lot of granola bars, people think, well, it's a healthy granola bar. Look at the back of some of that stuff. If it's made in a factory, it doesn't come off of some kind of plant or from some kind of animal. It's processed, and it probably has a lot more stuff that you aren't even aware of in it. Fast foods, we already talked about that. But what I put on here, including salads. People think you go to Wendy's, they have a good salad, it's healthy. The dressings and all the other stuff, the candied pecans and all that they put on there, you have just as much calories in your salad as you do in a hamburger. So what's the difference between which one you pick to eat? Just because it's green doesn't mean it's good if it comes from a fast food place. Heavy fruit consumption. You're probably looking at this one thinking that's weird. And for my bodybuilding days, I really learned this one. I would struggle to lose my last 5 pounds all the time. And I like fruit juices. I drink a lot of orange juice, and I eat a lot of fruit. I like fruit more than I like vegetables. But what I learned is there's a lot of sugar in fruits. Sugar just turns into fat. Watch your fruit consumption. Even though it's new for you for vitamins, you can get vitamins elsewhere. And refined carbs, donuts, white breads, the chocolate cake that's on there, all that kind of stuff that's not whole grain, it's not good for you. Personal benefits. You look at this chart, there's a lot of bad habits on here. But even over all these bad habits, the only one that kills more people than obesity does is smoking. So think about that. That's car crashes, alcohol, anything else. Obesity kills more people than all those combined. It's pretty alarming. I don't think any of you guys in here want to lose your life, do you? Think about it. Another health risk. You change your diet habits, and these things, if you have any of these, are going to stop being developed in you, or they're going to go away. You're at risk for sleep apnea, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver disease, cancer, problems with your bones and your joints. All these right here, these common medical conditions, are linked to obesity. I'm pretty sure none of you guys want to develop these. That's why this presentation is important. So in conclusion, I told you how the obesity epidemic outbreak, right? It starts with your kids. People target your children, and that just builds a lifestyle, and then it continues on into adulthood. We talked about alternative diet choices. Your greens, your water, not eating processed food. We gave you healthy options for your diet. And we also talked about how you're going to benefit personally. All those medical conditions, you can avoid those. And ultimately, you can stay off that chart where you become the number 2 leading cause of death. Finally, in conclusion, obesity is preventable. It is your choice if you wish to take part in the epidemic or not. Thank you.